Karu, I've watched your film. It was my dad's birthday, 14th November. हम लोग गए. First day, first show. I had to see you. I'd been dying to watch Agra because इससे पहले we'd done a podcast touching on the themes way back in COVID when you were freshly shooting Agra, so the themes were fresh in your mind. And first day, first show, went there, got the recliner seats, reclined and saw this horror mishmash chaos of sex, space, romance. Matlab, I don't even know where to begin, but I can't even get to the contents of the film before talking about ki you have become a national sensation right now because आप single-handedly supposedly industry से लड़ाई कर रहे हो. What's all that about?
Yeah, what it's all about is trying to break through these barriers that these gatekeepers have set up. What we have to understand is that इतनी लंबी और इतने टाइम से अब ये बातचीत होती जा रही है कि हिंदी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में चल क्या रहा है, पिक्चरें चल क्यों नहीं रही हैं। और उसका सीधा सा जवाब है जो इंडस्ट्री के अंदर सब लोग जानते हैं पर बात नहीं करते हैं, और वो जवाब ये है कि हिंदी फिल्म इंडस्ट्री काफी हद तक इज पॉपुलेटेड बाय डायनासोर्स नाउ। ओल्ड वर्ल्ड, ओल्ड स्कूल गाने वाले, वो सब वाले लोग, 4 गाने होने चाहिए। और पहले तो जो लोग फिल्में बनाते हैं काफी हद तक वो लोग भी डायनासोर हो चुके हैं। उसके बाद जो लोग फिल्में डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं, एग्जिबिट करते हैं, उनका नजरिया ऑफ लुकिंग एट व्हाट विल वर्क वो भी डायनासोरियल हो चुका है, दैट्स अ वर्ड। सो व्हाट हैज हैपेंड इज दैट a film that does not subscribe to the traditional idea of what can be successful is edged out in many ways, at many stages and many places. So, what happened with Agra was that we, कहने को तो on paper, we secured some 90 screens and whatever, close to 100 shows, but all of those 90 screens, okay, I won't say all, I would say 70% of those screens were irrelevant because they are too far. They are on the periphery of the city. And another thing that happened was when we got our final showcasing list on one night before, there were just 2 PVRs and maybe 2-3 Cinepolises in it. So the one chain that is the monopoly player almost blanked out the film at that stage, right? So तो आपकी जो मेन चेन है जहां लोग जाते हैं वहां आप नहीं देख सकते, और जो बाहर वाले इंडिपेंडेंट बच्चे हैं अभी थोड़े बहुत भी, उसमें भी जो स्क्रीन्स हैं वो भी आपको पेरिफेरी पे मिल रही है। तो एसेंशियली यू आर किलिंग अ फिल्म विदाउट एक्चुअली किलिंग इट, बट यू आर किलिंग इट फॉर ऑल प्रैक्टिकल रीजंस। यू आर बिकॉज यू आर सेइंग लोगों को टाइम और स्पेस, time or place, it's so strange because that's what the film is about in many ways, but you are not giving access to either good times or good places, and then you will turn around and say ऐसी फिल्में तो चलती नहीं है। Now, I have had enough of this, and I kept on trying to push this for the 2 weeks before the release because silently ये conversation शुरू हो चुकी थी, और मैं अपने प्रोड्यूसर से और सबसे भी बात कर रहा था कि we need to get better screens. Finally, one night before, when I heard when I got the final list of screens and I saw, and I was like, this is like killing it. So I had had enough. That's when I decided to speak out and say that the film is being killed, and I'm not trying to put all the blame on just the multiplex chains. I'm not saying PVR Inox की गलती है, but ये पूरा सिस्टम ही करप्ट है, और ये पूरा सिस्टम ही बहुत हदों तक पुराना हो चुका है, और ये पुरानी ऑडियंसेस, मतलब एज आई सेड डायनासोर टाइप ऑफ ऑडियंसेस को केटर करता है, और एक्चुअली ये सिस्टम डिजाइंड है टू मेक पीपल डम्बर बिकॉज यू आर पुश्ड एक्चुअली डम शिट, मोर एंड मोर एंड मोर एंड डम शिट आपको पुश करी जाती है, और अल्टीमेटली आपको लगता है हाँ बस यही है, और तो कुछ ऑल्टरनेटिव ही नहीं है, या और तो कुछ बन ही नहीं रहा। So there is no, there is no conversation, or there is no potential for anything that's breakthrough. So I decided to speak about it, and I have been fighting for screens since Thursday night when I first tweeted that this is happening. I have been at it. कर करा के अभी तक मेरे को 15 स्क्रीन और मिली है, 7 सिनेपोलिस की, 8 पीवीआर आइनॉक्स की, बट I'm not stopping. I don't think this is the end. I think this is the beginning. This situation needs to get corrected. And now we are all talking, all filmmakers are now talking about it, and we are going to come together, and we are going to now speak about this in a united voice. And the younger batch of filmmakers, really want this to be corrected and some permanent solution to be found.
बट हु डिसाइड्स कि एक थिएटर के अंदर कौन सी पिक्चर कब तक रहेगी? इज देयर अ जॉब प्रोफाइल दैट डिसाइड्स दैट? इज इट अ सेट ऑफ पीपल हु own the multiplexes? मतलब
Yeah, so unfortunately, I'm also not very well versed with this side of the business, very honestly, because before this, I had never needed to get into it myself, right? My first film was distributed by Yash Raj. They are probably the strongest distribution people in the business. My second film was direct to OTT, Dispatch. Uh, इस बार अब ये हो रहा है तो मैं भी अब बोल रहा हूँ कि ठीक है, ये भी सीखना पड़ेगा. अगर पहले लिखो भी फिल्म, उसके बाद उसका फाइनेंस भी ढूंढो, उसके बाद उसे शूट भी करो, उसके बाद शूट करने के बाद उसे फेस्टिवल तक भी पहुंचाओ, फेस्टिवल के बाद 2.5 साल रुको भी किसी को कन्विंस करने के लिए कि रिलीज करो, उसके बाद मार्केटिंग भी में भी घुसो. ठीक है, आप डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन भी सीख लेंगे.
welcome to influencer marketing.
So to answer your question, honestly, I don't fully know. I'm also beginning to learn, but from what I get, the sense that I get is that the major chains have a 2-3 member key core team. One of who is the programming person, the main programming person, जो let's say previous Saturday से या Friday से अगले Wednesday तक अगले हफ्ते का स्क्रीनिंग और प्रोग्रामिंग डिसाइड करते हैं, उनके हाथ में होता है, जहां तक मुझे समझ में आया अभी तक.
But many people will say, जैसे when the average person thinks about the average cinema goer, a few stereotypes come to mind कि ये लोग मास डिस्ट्रैक्शन के लिए जा रहे हैं, कि भारत का जो इंसान है टिपिकली जो मूवी गोयर है वो फ्रस्ट्रेटेड है, उसकी जिंदगी में उसकी बीवी उसे परेशान कर रही है, उसके बच्चे उसे परेशान कर रहे हैं, बॉस गाली दे रहा है. हम लोग ऐसी ऐसी चीजें अज्यूम करते हैं अपने दिमाग में. तो वो पिक्चर जब देखने जाता है उसे एक लार्जर देन लाइफ किरदार चाहिए, उसे भूलनी है अपना जीवन, राइट? और सपोजिटली आपकी पिक्चरें, ये वाली पिक्चर इतनी हाइपर रियलिस्टिक है, लोगों को तो बैठे बैठे पुराना पीटीएसडी ट्रिगर हो जाएगा, राइट? उस सेंस के अंदर लोग बोलते हैं कि अ कन्वीनियंट वे आउट फॉर मेनी पीपल लाइक यू इज टू सेल इट टू एन ओटीटी, वेयर अब आप बोलते हो कि अर्बन ऑडियंसेस वांट टू crane their neck like this and watch non-stop shows and edgy or like adult content on OTTs. So why not go on that route?
तो सबसे पहले तो I would say, let me give this answer in 2 parts. First of all, why should I not be in a theater? Who said that I can't be in a theater? I need to be in a theater. In fact, I and filmmakers like me, their need to be in a theater is much more urgent than the average Bollywood bullshit that everybody watches. Now you're going to ask me why. Because there is a theory of catharsis, which says that eventually so why does cinema work? Cinema is so powerful and it works because it gives us the opportunity to live somebody else's life vicariously.
Correct, like a novel.
Right. Yeah. तो आपने फिल्म देखी, फिल्म में अगर कोई कैरेक्टर देख लिया, मुश्किल कैरेक्टर देख लिया, तो आपको वो खुद जीने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है, आप उसके थ्रू वो फीलिंग जी जाते हो और काफी सारी चीजें एग्ज्यूम हो जाती है, राइट? तो इस तरह की फिल्म एक्चुअली लॉन्ग रन में ह्यूमन बीइंग्स के लिए फिजिकली, बॉडीली, स्पिरिचुअली, मेंटल हेल्थ वाइज एक्चुअली बेटर होती हैं. बिकॉज आप जाके कुछ डम एंटरटेनमेंट, पॉपकॉर्न, हंसी मजाक देख तो आए, वो उन 2 घंटे के लिए तो आपको टाइम पास आपका करा दिया, दिमाग बंद कर दिया, बट एक्चुअली उसने आपके शरीर में कुछ बदला नहीं है या शरीर से कुछ इजेक्ट नहीं किया है. तो ये सबसे बड़ी फैलेसी पुश करी जा रही है आज की मार्केट में कि ये फिल्में एक्चुअली ऑडियंस चाहती हैं. एक्चुअली ऑडियंस को इन फिल्मों की जरूरत नहीं है या वो नहीं चाहती हैं. पुराने जमाने में भी इस तरह की बहुत सारी फिल्में होती थी, राइट? एंड एक्चुअली द कल्चर, द नुएंस वाज मच मोर. सो द फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन इज, एंड अगेन वी आर नॉट सेइंग दैट, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट मुझे 5000 स्क्रीन पे रिलीज करो, बट मैं 500 स्क्रीन पे भी क्यों नहीं रिलीज हो सकता हूं यार? अगर कोई एक और फिल्म, बड़ी फिल्म 5000 स्क्रीन पे है, आर यू सेइंग कि इस देश में 10% जनता भी नहीं है जो थिएटर पे कुछ अलग देखना चाहती है? उससे कहीं ज्यादा है. मैं तो मिनिमम 10% बोल रहा हूं. अगर कोई बड़ी फिल्म 5000 स्क्रीन पे है तो मेरे पास 500 स्क्रीन होनी चाहिए, चॉइस होनी चाहिए. यू कैनॉट एज मी आउट एंड you cannot edge a certain dialectic out by saying this is not necessary for I mean, sorry, this whole thing seems very Orwellian to me, and I'm not able to even make sense of all the thoughts that are coming in my head. But yeah, so the first part of the answer is why not? Where did this whole thing begin? I mean, in a sense, this began the a few years back, 7 or 8 years back, when we first started hearing the word 100 crores, right? 100 crore ka 500 hua, 500 ka 1000 hua, right? This whole conversation started popping up in our lives. So till when are we going to now lead our lives like traders? Right? We are not traders. Human beings are not traders. Are you seriously telling me that when we'll be dying 30 seconds right before our death, we'll be thinking about how much money we earn or how much money we have sitting in our account? No one. I guarantee you, not even a single person will be thinking about the money. We'll be thinking about how we led our lives. We'll be thinking about our kids. We'll be thinking about our parents, our families, and the quality of life that we led, right? So there is a huge problem in reducing this conversation to just numbers and giving counter arguments of अरे बट थिएटर्स तो इसी के लिए बने हैं, वो तो बस प्रॉफिट चाहते हैं, और वो यू फॉरगेट एज एन ऑडियंस, यू फॉरगेट थिएटर्स को क्या चाहते हैं और थिएटर्स को क्या करना है. यू टॉक अबाउट योरसेल्फ, यू टॉक अबाउट अस together as a cultural space. What is happening to our space if we let go of this last little glimmer for someone who truly, honestly, with all their heart and passion wants to have a conversation with you? He or she doesn't want to just dip into your pocket and take out the last 500 rupee note that you have left in a life that you are struggling to earn that. So actually you are saying जो genuinely लोग बात करना चाहते हैं उनको हटाओ, जो मेरे पैसे चोरी करने आए हैं उनको लेके आओ और लेके आओ. So it's simple, right? And the second part of the question is OTT is exactly the same. Now at the OTTs you go, the conversations that are happening when Amre now are can we first of all they say so let's do something TV plus plus.
What's TV plus plus?
Basically their conversations are now that we don't want complex or nuanced work, it should be TV plus plus. TV se thoda better hona chahiye. So that's the top conversation as soon as you go in. The mandate is TV plus plus. In addition, now the conversations that are happening in OTTs are, let's do second screen friendly content.
Oh, so I can watch my phone and watch this.
Yes, because so they want to turn OTTs into TV. जैसे टीवी होता था पुराना कि टीवी भी चल रहा है पीछे da 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 da, and their strong belief is that people are on their phones now. They spend a lot of time, they don't have, so they are actively encouraging you not to do better work. They're actually saying कुछ ऐसा करो कि थोड़ा मिस भी हो जाए और वो दोबारा ऊपर लेके तो चल जाए.
क्योंकि आप पैसिव कंजम्पशन में, आप जब बिंज वॉचिंग के अंदर फंस जाते हो तो आप वो एरो दबा के आगे आगे जा रहे होते हो, फिर अपना फोन भी देख रहे होते हो, और साउंड ट्रैक और कंप्लीटली रिटार्डेड डायलॉग डिलीवरी आपको बांध के रखती है.
Absolutely.
And you can do this for 8, 9, 10 episodes which follow a formula.
Absolutely. So ये बातें हो रही हैं OTT में सबसे पहले. इस सब के बीच में आप मुझे बता दो last time which Indian show or film that you've seen on a major OTT which actually smells of quality. I mean, there are exceptions, sure. I'm not saying 100% नहीं है, but there are exceptions.
Sure.
तो जैसे जैसे ये तो चलता रहेगा, ये वही है कि पहले मुझे थिएटर से बाहर पुश कर दिया, नहीं तुम वहां चले जाओ, अब वहां से बाहर पुश कर दोगे वो और बोलो कि नहीं यार तुम ना एक्चुअली बहुत सीरियस हो, 2 घंटे सीरियस बात मत करो, एक काम करो तुम 30 सेकंड कर लिया करो, यूट्यूब शॉर्ट्स में चले जाओ, फिर कहीं और चला देंगे. सो वेयर डज दिस एंड? एंड more than that, this is not just about me, or this is not about the 50 other filmmakers that are going to stand up with me, or the 450 filmmakers that are going to stand up when they see 100 filmmakers stand up, because they are going to stand up really soon. This is not about these 500 people also. This is about the audience and their right, A, to have a choice first, and B, actually to have stuff that is actually interested in them and wants to talk about how their lives are panning out, and not some imaginary bullshit capitalist consumerist dream fantasy land that you are being sold. That is advertising. It's not cinema. I want the audiences to go back and realize that cinema is different from advertising. Today, what is being sold to you as cinema is nothing else but at least, it's poor advertising. At least give me advertising of a good level.
Sure.
वो भी मैं मान लूंगा. It's poor advertising. That's what cinema is reduced to today.
Don't give me a fictional town that you've set up in Film City where this protagonist is supposedly poor boy next door, but actors के लिए बड़ा convenient है Film City जाके पिक्चर बनाना वापस आ जाना, and that's
मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ फिल्म सिटी में भी कर लो यार. ऋषिदा फिल्म सिटी में बहुत सब शूट करते थे. I might be wrong, but I'm saying on sets he used to do a lot of things. It's not just about that. It is about the mindlessness of what is being peddled.
yeah.
The thoughtlessness of what is being peddled. Shit is being peddled to the audience now with मतलब जो पिक्चर में 9 साल बनाने में मुझे लगे आगरा, ये लोग 9 दिन भी नहीं स्क्रिप्ट पे स्पेंड करते हैं.
आपने 9 साल लगाए हैं इसे
It
बनाने
has taken me 9 years from the day I started writing Agra to now the day of the release. It's been 9 years. The whole journey has been 9 years.
That is crazy. So when I interviewed you last time, you were still mulling it over in your head in 2020.
No, by then, so there are different stages. 2016, I started writing it. By 2017, late 2017, I was ready to make it. मतलब मेरे पास script ready थी सब कुछ. It took me a year to find 40% of the finance in France because I knew India में कोई fully इसे finance नहीं करेगा. उसके बाद मुझे 2 साल और लगे to find the 60% of the finance in India. Even after having a 40% financed film already. It's a huge deal for a producer, right? They know कि अरे 40% पैसा तो है, तो मेरा तो कुछ है ही नहीं, 60% ही है. तब भी मुझे 2 साल लगे. Finally we shot the film in 2019. रेडी होके जब एडिट वेडिट करके 2020 में कोविड हो गया. That set us back by a year. 2021, then finally we started finishing the film, doing VFX, Then 2023 we were at Cannes. उसके बाद मुझे 2.5 साल लगे हैं to somehow get the film to theaters. Even after being at Cannes in 2023 May, now today we are in November. So that's 2.5 years of just trying to get the film out. And now, since the past 2 weeks, once we knew the film is going to be out, now I'm fighting the latest and hopefully the last battle of trying to get more screens and trying to get the film a fair chance.
How does your life work out in the middle? I mean,
It doesn't. It doesn't. There's no life. There is no life. I mean, तू मुझे छोड़ यार. Did you hear अपना ये Sean Baker's Oscar acceptance speech?
I don't know.
Sean Baker who won Anora, the Oscar for Anora, he's saying the same thing. कि भाई ये सब तो ठीक है, तुम मेरे को ऑस्कर दे रहे हो, पर हम जिंदा कैसे रहे? I don't make any money on this film. This is an Oscar winning film, right? And then the director of ये The Brutalist. क्या नाम है उसका? The Brutalist का director जो है?
Check करना. The Brutalist का director.
The Brutalist ka director, why don't you play that speech while I'm talking? You hear him. He's saying exactly the same thing.
I was told that this film was undistributable, that no one would come out and see it. I was told the film wouldn't work.
Brady Corbett said the same thing in his acceptance speech. कि ये सब तो ठीक है भाई, but why? How do I survive? How do independent filmmakers survive? आप क्या कर रहे हो? Like, what is this system? So it's not just here, but it's everywhere. But we can only take responsibility for ourselves, which is the system here. But I'm saying it's everywhere now. There is no life. There is nothing. What is the life? How do you live life? If everything you have to do yourself at every stage, then what kind of... There is no life. There's only the film.
Why'd you not bite the bullet?
As in?
आप एक independent filmmaker हो. At some point, people give up because the process kills them.
How?
Right.
When you're in love, no? You don't cheat on your partner. You're just in love. So, that option is not open.
जब मैंने तितली देखी थी, when I watched तितली, और मैंने और लोगों को बोला देखने के लिए, and I didn't expect to go in and watch a film like that and come out the same way. मैं तो हिल गया था. That film also had to do, a part of it had to do with confined spaces, sex, and a very problematic family. And then I watched Agra first day first show, और एक ऐसी पिक्चर मैं सोचा था कि मुझे नहीं, I came in with zero expectations. मुझे नहीं पता था क्या होने वाला है, कैसे होगा. मैंने कहा बढ़िया होगी because I had a glimpse of our last conversation. You have captured the Indian frustrated sexually frustrated male like no one else possibly can. And in my experience while being online, I've dealt with many of those young men who, because of under socialization या फिर क्या कहते हैं lack of feminine role models or like feminization होती है life में, they become sexually stunted and they act out in the most depraved manner. How did you even get there? Like, why did you want to tell this story?
So, after I finished Italy, I sat down. This is, I would say, about early 2016, late 2015, early 2016. And I was talking to myself and I was saying, Yaar, what do I want to do next? So I went back to my late teens and even early 20s, mid 20s almost. Like that period was very awkward for me. Like I myself had felt a certain sexual repression and an inability to express myself to the opposite sex, and they were hard years. They were tormented years in a way. Fortunately, I think a bit of education saved me, but I was privy to certain bizarre thoughts that were coming also in my head. Right? They were peripheral, but I also thankfully also have a thing of being able to observe my own thoughts very well from a distance. So when these thoughts used to enter, I was like, oh, यहाँ कैसे पहुंच गए तुम? Like what just happened? So you're able to distance. So those memories were sort of etched in my head in a sort of indelible sort of way. And so I started thinking about that period. And then, so my first step is always to, what am I feeling? Like, so that happened. Then the second step is always, is this just me or is this bigger than me? And so then I remembered that in that period, even though I recognized my privilege पहले तो मुझे लगा कि sorry, I'm moving ahead, but
No,
still, so I saw a lot of boys in my area, around my area. मैं रहता था पटपड़गंज में. पटपड़गंज से 5 मिनट की दूरी पे था मंडावली. Now Mandavli, you would know, is a completely slummy kind of place, right? So I used to play cricket with a lot of those Mandavli boys and got beaten up twice, thrice with wickets. उन लोग को जब गुस्सा आता है तो वो उखाड़ के सीधा सर पे मारते हैं, इधर उधर नहीं मारते हैं. So I was sort of part of that gang, even though spatially I was slightly differed. And I
you had more space.
मैं आता हूँ उस पे. So spatially, as in I was not living in Mandavli. I was 5 minutes away.
Okay, got it.
So वो उनके बारे में जब मैंने सोचा ना, तो मैंने बोला यार ये सिर्फ मैं नहीं हूँ. एक्चुअली ये मैंने उनमें देखा और उनमें कहीं ज्यादा देखा है अपने आप से. तो ये आया. फिर द सेकंड टेल वाज ओके, दिस इज बिगर. सो देन माय थर्ड preparation always for myself is, okay, ठीक है, it's not just me, it's more people. Check. Does this have a larger context? Is this a film? Does it need to get made? So then I started thinking about the fact that ये sexuality और sexual repression के बारे में अगर बात करनी है तो how will I add to the conversation? ऐसा क्या नया है जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ? Because we need to grab this from somewhere for it to be a film. And so the more I thought about it, the more I got attracted to the idea of space. And the day it clicked in my head, I said, the day it finally was like, okay, this is a film, is when I made the relationship between sexuality and space. And I was like, okay, this could have something to do with it, that, you just don't have, जगह ही नहीं है. आप सर्वाइवल में हो, आप लड़ रहे हो, 140 करोड़ लोग हैं, सब लड़ने में ही बिजी है, क्योंकि every person roughly is pitted against 4 other people. It's either you or them. So everybody is just fighting for survival all the time. So how does that shape you? The lack of space, how does this affect sexuality, and how sexuality starts affecting the spaces that we inhabit in? So ये जब idea आया, this intellectual, this is a brain level connection, right? ये हो गया, तो I was like, okay, interesting. Maybe there is a film here. Then, but the next problem was that, एक तो फिर next short में मैं बोलता हूँ, the next problem was my own courage, which took me 6 months to find.
It is, for the record, people who haven't watched it, please go watch it. It is a super courageous film. The most long and aggressive but very realistic sex scenes and other scenes of mishmash I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
They are super Indian.
Right. That is always my attempt, because I honestly, with all my heart, the reason I've wanted to be a filmmaker all my life is because I wanted to talk to our own people. Even though, I have this badge of acha ye pehli kaan, dusra kaan, that's not it. That you have to do because you have to make your film bigger. But really, the joy for me is to eventually have the film talk to our own people. So thank you for saying that. But so what I was saying was, उसके बाद then the next battle was my own courage. वो 6 महीने लग गए वो ढूंढने में, क्योंकि पहले तो मैंने लिखना शुरू किया, और आप लिख रहे हो and you are in your thing of I'm going to do a film about sexuality now. तो वो सब हुआ, उसमें आप चल रहे हो, उसी तड़ी में आप घूम रहे हो. So I was in this workshop in Italy where my mentor was Molly Stensgaard. She used to edit for Lars von Trier.
Okay.
So I was lucky enough to be in a workshop with her. It was a 1-to-1. We had a 1-week long workshop. सब हो गया, अच्छे से हुआ, निकला, बढ़िया हुआ सब. तो last day पे we were sitting and having chai, and she was looking at me really strangely, and she kept on looking at me. So I said, क्या हो गया भाई, क्यों देख रहे हो? She was like, I want to ask you something. मैं बोला हाँ पूछो. So she said, why are you doing this film? So I gave her my regular spiel. ये तो मुझे सब याद था. तो मैं बोला sexuality है, वो मैं करूँगा, मैं हूँ, I am the shiz, whatever, वो पूरा वो करा. She kept on looking at me really strangely, and there was a long pause, and I got a little disconcerted. So then eventually she took a pause, she nodded, and she said, okay, but then why are you not doing it? So I got really jacked when I heard that, and I realized what she was trying to tell me. And then she had a long conversation with me that evening, and she said, "Beta, mat karo. Ready nahi ho to mat karo. But kar rahe ho to karo. Why are you pussyfooting around it?" So that's when I realized for the first time कि मैं लिख ही नहीं रहा था actually film, because मैं डर रहा हूँ कि यार ये film finance कौन करेगा?
सच हो जाए तो?
सच हो जाए तो?
It becomes true. Your vision becomes true.
Yeah. No, that also, no, I think my main two fears were, who will finance this film if I write it in a certain way? पैसे कहाँ से आएंगे? और मेरे करियर का क्या होगा? मेरे साथ लोग काम नहीं करेंगे, whatever. So these two fears she actually put me face to face with. And she said, it's fine if you have these fears, but my recommendation is then you put this away. Do something else. So I actually stopped writing. 2-3 महीने मैंने फिर नहीं लिखा, because मैं अपने आप से यही बात करी कि भाई करना है या नहीं करना है. And eventually at the end of those 3 months, I would say, I told myself कि no, I am feeling like doing this. I think it's important. Something inside me is telling me that I have to go on this journey. And so then that's where the first iteration of the film started emerging. Why I'm calling it the first iteration is because this was the first problem. Now I'll come back to where we took this little seed, which was that अब problem तो यहाँ से शुरू हुई कि आपने बोला मैं पटपड़गंज में हूँ, पर मैंने ये लड़के देखे, हाँ ये बड़े इंटरेस्टिंग है, इनके बारे में लिखूंगा. अब फिर वो मैंने लिखना शुरू किया. फिर मैंने बोला यार ये तो इज नॉट साउंडिंग राइट. And a draft down the line, I realized, oh fuck, there's a problem. And the problem is that I have privilege, whereas the character that I'm writing about did not have that privilege. So I said, Mr. Behel, you don't know the truth. You have no idea. How are you going to write this film? So that was the second big problem then. Then I said, okay, fine. Then I will have to stop. Then I have to reassess. Then I said, okay, now if I still feel interested in this, I have to find a way to get inside Guru's head and truly feel what he is feeling. Because this is not about me.
So for context, Guru is the
protagonist. He's the protagonist. Yeah. So I was like, this is not about me. If this film needs to sound right, you have to be him. You have to understand what he is feeling truly from the inside. और वो तो आप हो नहीं, क्योंकि आप तो कभी नहीं रहे हो. आपने देखा है, ठीक है, बाहर खड़े होके, पर आप एक्चुअली किसी कमरे में नहीं रहे हो जहां 5 लोग हैं और जहां आप कुछ कर नहीं सकते, whatever. So you don't know that mental space.
आपका अपना कमरा था?
मेरा अपना कमरा था. मैं 3 BHK, वही मैं बोल रहा था तब कि मैं पटपड़गंज में रहता था एक 3 BHK में, और मेरे पास अपना एक कमरा अलग से था. वो मुझे कुंडी नहीं लगाने देते थे, बट पर्दा मैं कर सकता था. So I could buy 5-6 seconds. I had figured that out, how to cause that delay so to be presentable by the time someone came in. So ये चीज फिर आई. So I was like, okay, you don't know the guy. So then I took time to, I had to figure out how to understand that mental space.
Mhm.
And so I had to figure out a lot of ways, because also it's very tricky territory. आप sexuality को समझने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, you have to be careful with yourself, you have to be careful with other people around you.
Mhm.
You can't just walk in and say, मैं sexuality समझने आया हूँ. So then I had to find a lot of ways to try and understand this space. For example, I'll speak about one of the ways was that I started visiting a lot of sex chat rooms. So I sometimes went in as a girl, sometimes went in as a boy, sometimes even went in as myself. Because after a point I was asking कि भैया तेरे को तेरा भी तो impulse समझना जरूरी है. You can't just pretend as someone else all the
Right,
time.
right.
So I would have spent, I would say, close to like 5-6 months
What is the kind
researching.
of sex chat rooms you visited? Because this is, I'm assuming, 2018-19 पे,
हाँ
20 पे,
हाँ
and I don't know what it was like, but it's been a while.
yeah.
Uh,
No, so I what do you mean by what
like
kind?
what kind of services? There's like adult friend finder. There's different video chat apps.
No, I was just on text chat because in the film Guru is sexting,
Correct, correct,
text
correct,
chat.
correct,
So
correct.
I needed that. मेरे को वो video chat वगैरह नहीं चाहिए था.
अच्छा,
Because also you have to understand that I had to write those scenes.
right.
और वो सीन लिखने में ही मुझे प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी बिकॉज मैंने नहीं किया था
हाँ,
वो कभी, राइट?
okay.
और जब मैं वो सीन लिखता था तो आई फेल्ट सीन लिखने के बाद 2-3 वर्जन की यार मैं लिख तो रहा हूं
Hmm.
बट ये ना फुली नहीं साउंड करेक्ट. आई फील लाइक दिस इज अ वेरी अर्बन, slightly protected boy writing. This is not what would actually. I had that instinct. I didn't know for sure. So I was going into a lot of these text chat rooms and, sort of peeking into conversations and participating and seeing. And just more than anything else, I needed to arrive into some sort of headspace where I felt like, okay, I'm close to perhaps what Guru would be feeling. No one can say exactly what. So anyway, so ये मैंने सारी exercises करी. Then after a few months, then I was parallelly writing, and I was looking for some sort of a breakthrough. कि क्या है? What is that mental state? So one of these days, a switch flipped. And what I realized was that something very interesting happens when you are so deeply sinking into the vortex of sexuality.
Mhm.
Something really interesting happens, which is that all of us have 3 selves. We have a public self, we have a private self, and we have a secret self, right? Public is me, you and me right now. Private is you with your family, me with my family. There's a bunch of people who know you. And then there's a secret self who no one knows, who it's just you. You are alone and it's just you. So one day what clicked in my head was that when you are so deep in this vortex now, the private space completely disappears because there is no need for it anymore. Because in the secret space, you are getting so much pleasure and you want to be there constantly because that's what you're looking for, and that's what you constantly, that dopamine hit, you then want more and more and more and more. And the public space you cannot delete. You have to have it because you have to negotiate with the outside world. So the private space slowly shrinks and it disappears and it stops mattering, and it causes a sort of disconnection with any sort of true intimacy that you can sense. And that private space is filled with a sort of white noise where you are not really fully present, where you want, like in certain situations, you're just waiting to get from here to here, and unfortunately you have to jump. So in that is white noise. So jab ye jis din mere ko realize, and that led to also the colors in the film, right?
Yeah,
The color portions.
it's a
So-
very dull colorscape. मतलब
Yeah.
मुझे I don't know the right term for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just call it colors. But so
Colours.
that was the germination also of putting that into the film.
हाँ.
But वो film देख के ही पता चलेगा. But so I guess what I'm saying is कि वो जो white noise का मेरे को feeling आया ना जिस दिन,
हाँ.
I was like, ये है picture. This is what he feels. Now I know what he feels truly. And so the film has to be this feeling. So it was these, 2-3 big journeys for the film where it sort of started revealing itself and saying, नहीं ये नहीं मैं ये हूँ, नहीं ये नहीं मैं ये हूँ, नहीं ये नहीं मैं ये हूँ. So yeah, it was kind of like that.
Fucking amazing. What a description. Um, you know, whenever I've been with someone or I've privately enjoyed some kind of a sexual fantasy, जब आपके early कुछ दिन होते हैं तो वो इतने magical होते हैं as you're discovering yourself. I remember the first time masturbating, I swear to God, sunlight आ रही थी और marble floor पे वो चमक रही थी. मैंने कहा क्या अद्भुत है. And I wanted to spend almost all of my time there. And I would go discuss with my friends कि कैसे करते हैं, क्या होता है. There was a playfulness. Later on, as you acquire, कि okay, ठीक है, masturbation कर रहे हैं, we should now think about sex. But you can't acquire the sex.
Yeah.
The sex is about, at that age, you don't, or because of your training, you don't know how to acquire it. It becomes like there is someone else with a vagina and I need to acquire this sex. And so then I becomes isolated. What I wanted to ask you is, just like you, I come from privilege, ठीक है, and fairly well off. तो मुझे लगता है कि if I have privately deviant sexual urges, my wealth prevents me from becoming an incel. Do you feel like when you are poor, you're almost pushed into a corner?
I would be slightly wary of just attributing it to class. Because I find myself overall a huge believer in human beings at large. So I would say it for me, a better route to take down this path would be the fact that it depends on individuals. It more than just resources.
हाँ, मेरे कहने का मतलब ये है कि अगर मेरे पास कोई सेक्सुअल ट्रॉमा है लेकिन मैं संपन्न हूँ, और मेरे पास कोई सेक्सुअल ट्रॉमा है लेकिन मेरी जो आर्थिक स्थिति है वो खराब है, by acquiring wealth I can go to places and essentially acquire privacy to either relieve the trauma.
मैं समझ गया. मैं इसी का जवाब दे रहा था पहले, पर इसका काउंटर को एक क्वेश्चन में या काउंटर स्टेटमेंट में तुमको ये भी बोल सकता हूँ कि जरूरी नहीं है कि हर गरीब आदमी जो डिविएंट है, किंकी है, वो बिना रिसोर्सेस पाए अपने आप को क्योर ना कर सके. कर सकते हैं. बहुत लोगों को मैंने देखा भी है अपने आसपास. ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ डिविएंस ही देखी है और सिर्फ वायलेंस ही देखा है और परवर्जन ही देखी है. बहुत सारे ऐसे भी लोग हैं उस तबके में जो कॉन्कर कर लेते हैं अपनी इम्पल्स को, या कॉन्कर करना भी गलत वर्ड है, जो नेगोशिएट कर लेते हैं उससे, एंड दे कैन फाइंड healthier, better space to be within the matrix that they are in. और बहुत सारे लोग मैंने ऐसे भी देखे हैं जिनके पास हर privilege है, हर कुछ कर सकते हैं, but वो नहीं कुछ कर पाते. You can buy all the sex that you want in a because sex is, for me, I think sexuality at the end of the day is about power. That's where it functions. So you can have the most powerful person in the world and they can buy as much sex as they want, right? If they are not feeling powerful in that act, no amount of buying the most expensive sex will satisfy them, because ultimately they will feel like they are not conquering anything. As you were saying ki you need to acquire that feeling of I got this rather than I bought this.
That is so crazy.
Makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it's like you can be the most, आप कितने भी अमीर हो सकते हो, billionaire हो सकते हो, but if your harem or your kings are bought, then you can signal to your body and your psyche that somehow I don't deserve this, and someone else can easily get it.
Yeah, and it can just end up becoming a physical act, na? वो बस वही रह जाता है, that you were hard, you got into someone, that it's just some rubbing happened and you came. But really, what is peak sex, right? Peak sex is not bought sex, according to me. I think there is an huge element of power there.
I remember going many years ago to a relative's place, और मैंने वो पहली बार वो जाली देखी थी 2 floors के बीच वाली, जो 2 floors के अंदर एक जाली होती है. And without naming names, I know that those relatives जो नीचे रहते थे और जो ऊपर रहते थे, उनमें अनबन होनी शुरू हो गई थी. And मैंने आपकी पिक्चर के अंदर फिर वो जाली देखी, जो 2 floors के बीच में जाली होती है. And I don't think our architects are doing a good job in putting out that jali, because you're privy to all the noises, chaos, all the private trials and tribulations of the resident of one floor, और आप ऊपर वालों की बात सुन सकते हो, नीचे वाले की सुन सकते हो. That stupid architectural thing has caused probably so much more dismay and trouble in families. I just wonder why was that deliberate to keep that jali?
Yeah, in a sense, deliberate in the sense that I had seen that jali practically everywhere in all the houses. But वो जाली एक्चुअली यार मैं थोड़ा सा तेरे से डिसएग्री करता हूँ बिकॉज वो जाली मुझे लगता है डाली जाती है किसी और पर्पस के लिए.
वेंटिलेशन,
सनलाइट.
अच्छा.
बिकॉज उस तरह के घरों में इतने छोटे छोटे प्लॉट में और क्या है कि आपके पास ये वाली जगह नहीं है, क्या बोलते हैं इसको, वर्टिकल या हॉरिजॉन्टल. आपके वहाँ हॉरिजॉन्टल जगह नहीं है,
खिड़कियां नहीं लगा सकते आप,
नहीं लगा सकते, आप खरीद ही नहीं सकते. आप उतना बड़ा घर हॉरिजॉन्टली लैंड नहीं खरीद सकते जितना आपको चाहिए. तो आपको वर्टिकल जाना पड़ता है. वर्टिकल जाके बंदनेस को बैटल करने के लिए नीचे वाले फ्लोर तक लाइट नहीं पहुंचती है, पहुंचेगी ही नहीं, डिंजी हो जाता है. तो आपको वो ग्रिल चाहिए, वो लाइट के लिए चाहिए होती है. बिकॉज अदरवाइज वो अंदर से, आप कभी नोटिस करो ज्यादातर जो इस तरह के इंटरेस्टिंग बन जाते हैं घर, उनमें हर फ्लोर पे ग्रिल होता है. तो घर पे 2 घंटे 2.5 घंटे आपको दिन में मिल जाते हैं, सुबह 1-1.5 घंटा, शाम को 1-1.5 घंटा, जब लाइट आ रही है. एंड देयर इज अ बिट ऑफ रिलीफ बिकॉज यू हैव सम इंटरेक्शन विद योर एनवायरमेंट, नेचुरल कुछ. तो वो वहां पर मैं थोड़ा सा डिसएग्री करता हूँ. तो फिल्म में वो बड़ा नेचुरल था बिकॉज वो ग्रिल्स मैंने हर जगह देखी हैं और मुझे वो रिलेशनशिप भी चाहिए था, एक ओपन रिलेशनशिप चाहिए था. Especially the father's gaze on them, the constant feeling of the father's gaze on them from above, right? वो privacy उधर भी नहीं है, उधर से भी एक कुछ आंखें हैं जो देखती रहती हैं, झांकती रहती हैं.
आंखें तो हमेशा झांकती रहती हैं. Thank God to Oyos, I think many of us were able to finally go away, like India's love hotels. हम लोगों ने जाके अपने आप को explore कर पाए. And that also for a long time was in dubious territory. अब जाके it's become completely safe and normalized, and now the more reliable Oyos are the townhouses, so you can completely go write down your name and do what your heart desires. Otherwise Americans होते हैं क्या है कि okay, my boyfriend is coming over, your girlfriend is coming over, आप जाते हो, and it's so normalized. हमारे यहाँ पे तो जैसे आप अभी भी टियर 3 शहरों के अंदर लड़का लड़की की दोस्ती, लड़का लड़की घर पे आना, कुंडी ना लॉक करना, दरवाजा खोलना कि सेक्स हो जाएगा, कुछ गलत हो जाएगा. This kind of locking, and if you're unsatisfied sexually as a parent, you don't want your kids to be sexually free. You want to not emancipate them because that's your last degree of control, right? But in this strange way, without delving too much into the film और ज़्यादा उसकी डिटेल नहीं दूंगा, भारत में ये भी प्रथा है कि अगर औरत जो होती है थोड़ी पावरलेस होती है, पैसे नहीं कमाती कई बार, तो आदमी को अधिकार मिल जाता है कई बार कि मैं 1-2 बीवियां रख लूं, और औरतें एडजस्ट कर जाती हैं. ये इक्वेशन इतनी कॉमन है, बट नो वन इवन टॉक्स अबाउट इट.
Yeah. I mean, but there are so many things that nobody talks about. Just, this is perhaps one of the smaller things in the film, but yeah, it isn't talked about. Again, that is why I also feel Agra is not just about, even though I know in many ways it will be reduced just to the sexuality,
of course,
and the sexual repression, which I am also talking about. But honestly, the point at which the film ends and the way it takes you on that journey, this film is also about desire. It's also about transaction. It is also about negotiation. It is also about survival. Those are the beyond the sex of it or beyond the sexual repression of it. Ultimately, the relatable parts, the our lives lived parts for the audience, I think they will connect with, is the struggle for desire, having your desire heard, and someone actually wanting to represent your survival in a piece of work and talk about how difficult this survival is around all of these territories. So and that's where that whole angle of the mistress and, you know, daddy having two women in the house. Yeah, I mean, it is trying to open out other human areas beyond. It's not just, as we spoke in the beginning, it's not titillatory. It's not about sex in the "aao sex dekho" kind of way. It is really trying to take a wholesome look at certain areas of our lives that we refuse to talk about. Maybe we even address it privately, but definitely बात तो नहीं करते हैं हम public में. So it is trying to talk about certain areas that we don't talk about and trying to give a human context to those areas and say maybe it shouldn't be such a big taboo to talk about these things because they're human. They're connected to other human frailties, you know, gaps that we have. So maybe if we are connecting this to life itself, my hope is that people will watch the film and say, yeah, okay, we can talk about this. It's not just about sex or an urge. These things are connected to our lives at large. And so we need to have a conversation.
It's like आप कभी डांसर्स को देखते हो, डांसर्स नीड अ बिग स्पेस टू डांस इन. आप देखते हो वो बहुत बड़ा सा एक हॉल लेते हैं जिसमें शीशे लगे होते हैं. एंड लाइक इन अ बिग सिटी लाइक मुंबई, if I live in a very small 1 RK and I'm a dancer and say I get that room to myself, 1 घंटे के लिए मैं झिक के नाच सकता हूँ और उस बड़ी सी स्पेस में अपने आप को हर प्रकार से एक्सप्रेस कर सकता हूँ. That's a human need to be able to completely make use of space and move your body in all kinds of ways and express
Absolutely.
when everyone else is impinging on your space. आप देखो कि इंडिया के अंदर भी पब्लिक स्पेस भी ऐसा होता है कि बहुत सारे लोग आ रहे हैं, खासकर इस शहर के अंदर और मोस्ट पॉपुलर सिटी इन द कंट्री. सो अगर मैं एक कंक्रीट के स्लैब पे बैठा हूँ तो मेरे बगल में एक इंसान बैठा है, बगल में एक इंसान बैठा है. आई एम कॉन्स्टेंटली रिमाइंडेड ऑफ अदर्स ऑल द टाइम, बट माई आईज कांट रेस्ट ऑन वन थिंग विदाउट सीइंग अदर ह्यूमन बीइंग्स. उस सेंस के अंदर इट्स ऑलमोस्ट, इट फील्स लाइक लग्जरी. किसी कोई इंसान जो अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकता बड़ी जगह, उसके लिए तो बहुत बड़ी लग्जरी है 4x4 में मिल जाना अपने अंदर कि ये मेरा है, इसको मैं इसको डेकोरेट करूंगा, कभी छोड़ूंगा नहीं.
Fully agree.
कमरा अपना becomes your last refuge in a place where everything else is.
कमरा और घर, इसीलिए तो हम सब इंडियन फैमिलीज घर बनाने में भी तो इतने सारे सपने संजोते हैं ना. एंड दैट्स व्हाई दैट 4-minute हाउस कंस्ट्रक्शन सीक्वेंस इन द फिल्म.
I wanted to ask you, yaar, like I said, you said you didn't want it to be reduced to sexuality, but I sat through the sex scenes and they were long. They take their time. They're not titillating, you know, your desire, whatever. आप वो देख रहे हो, बिल्कुल, it's going at it. How did the censor board
They
go?
actually loved the film,
That is crazy.
to be honest. Yeah, I was really scared the day of the censor screening because मेरा थोड़ा पहला एक्सपीरियंस भी तितली का है वो. I was like, यार आज तो ये शॉर्ट फिल्म बनने वाली है, सब कट जाएगा. और मैं फुली तैयार होके गया था अंदर कि so there are levels to the committees ना. There's
Okay.
first EC, then there's RC, then उसके बाद एक ट्रिब्यूनल होता था जो अब हटा दिया. EC is the examining committee, RC is the revising committee. तो अगर एग्जामिनिंग कमेटी में 5 लोग होते हैं, अगर आप उनके डिसीजन से अग्री नहीं करते हो तो आप RC में जाते हो जिसमें 11 लोग होते हैं, आई थिंक, या 13, एग्जैक्टली मुझे नहीं पता. तो मैं प्रिपेयर होके गया था कि RC में जाना पड़ेगा, आज तो कुछ नहीं होने वाला. तो इन अ सेंस मैं नर्वस भी था, इन अ सेंस मैं रिलैक्स्ड भी था कि ठीक है ये तो स्टेज 1 है, वो तो जाना ही है, उधर तो होगा ही.
क्या वो प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया को अपील करते हैं ना, जब सुप्रीम कोर्ट भी फेल कर देता है आपको.
हाँ, तो मैं ये सब सोच के गया था एंड आई वॉक्ड इन एक्सपेक्टिंग द वर्स्ट, बट it was a 5-member committee. There were 2 women, there were 3 men. Unanimously they made me sit down. They said please sit down. पानी वानी पिलाया, उनको बोला कॉफी लेके आओ, कॉफी वॉफी हुई. Then they said we love the film. So I was like, okay.
Censor board.
Yeah. So they said that we really like the film. And they said, but इसमें जो content है वो adult content है, तो हमको आपको adult तो देना ही पड़ेगा. And they said today now, even with the adult the adult certificate, it is mandatory now for us to cut nudity and cut profanity, even with an adult certificate. So then there was no use battling that. I mean, if they can't do anything about it, I have to go and get the rules changed. So I was like, okay. So then they said, so they asked me essentially for 3 visual cuts, 3 shots काटने को बोला. एक में फीमेल फ्रंटल न्यूडिटी थी और 2 में मेल ass था. तो fortunately I was able to save 2 of the shots. I proposed alterations. एक तो बिल्कुल वो shot कट ही नहीं सकता था. I said this is a crucial, like the pre-climax long sex scene between Guru and Preeti. I was like ये scene तो हिल ही नहीं सकता because the dialogue is crucial and this is the centerpiece of the film. So ये हटा दोगे आप, ये shot delete कर दोगे तो खत्म हो जाएगी picture. To which they understood, and I said, okay, let me zoom the shot. I'll take out the nudity, but let me keep it. So they agreed. Similarly, I found a creative solution for another shot. They agreed, to their credit. They were like, okay, you can do this and keep this. The third shot I could not alter at all. So there was no scope. So I said, I'll delete it. So I had to delete one shot from the film, and I had to dub profanity from the film, which I didn't fight because I had fought so hard for so many things on this film that I decided to give it up. I was like, it's important for me to get the censor if there are these few changes. अगर एक visual delete हो रहा है और profanity नहीं है, let me go with it because it's more important for the film to come out and people to see the film.
आप जैसे इस मुद्दे पे आपने पिक्चर बनाई तो आपके कंटेम्प्रेरीज, जब आपका स्टार्टिंग में फियर था कि मुझे जज करेंगे, आप जज कर रहे हैं एज इट्स कमिंग आउट? आर दे डिस्टेंसिंग देमसेल्व्स फ्रॉम यू?
कुछ तो जज करते ही हैं यार, कुछ तो करते हैं. आपको आंखों में दिख ही जाता है, पता चल जाता है. इवन इफ सम
आप ऐसे हो अंदर से, ये सोचते हैं लाइक दैट्स व्हाट?
नहीं, आई डोंट थिंक ऐसे हो सोचते हैं. आई थिंक ज्यादा ये सोचते हैं. देख यार, दो तरह के लोग होते हैं. कुछ तो ये सोचते हैं, कुछ तो हैं जो जिनको दिखता है कि आप क्या कर रहे हो और फिर वो शायद मन में सोचते हैं यार तू किस ट्रिप पे है, क्यों है इस ट्रिप पे ये बंदा, व्हाई दिस,
गेट इन लाइन.
yeah, in a sense. So there'll be one part, and here I'm not just talking about the film community. Generally, there are in life overall there are two types of scared people you will encounter, right? One will be they understand what you're doing, but they are not up for it and they don't want that fight, so they will try to either tell you or project without saying through their body why do you need to do this, dude? You're biting more than you can chew. So there's that one. The second is the other type of scared person who doesn't even know that they're scared. And by that I mean that they are the kind of person who will watch that scene, let's say for example, they will see a sex scene in Agra and go, iski kya zarurat hai, nahi chahiye, right? Which means that the kind of space that moment is giving them with themselves, they are not ready for. They are not ready to talk to themselves yet. So some of them will never be ready to talk to themselves. Some of them in time might revisit the same film and say, okay, maybe it makes slightly better sense to me now. So then there's the other kind of scared person who will just outright reject it, who will see and say, iski kya zarurat hai, ये either they'll say ये तो बहुत ज्यादा है, ये फिल्म तो बिना सेक्स की भी बन सकती थी, और they'll have 100 different ways, और मेरे को समझ ही नहीं आ रहा है ये क्या बोल रहे हैं, सीधा सीधा क्यों नहीं बोल सकते, 100 other things they'll say, but at the end of it, at the core of it, they are not really ready to look in the mirror. That's how I look at it.
How did you convince the actors to go through some of the scenes?
I didn't need any convincing. We sat down, we laid down the law of the film and the basic tenet of the film that, listen, we are not doing a film which will at any point, in any shot, in any image, in any sound, try to titillate the audience. It's not about that. We are trying to do an honest, sincere piece around sexuality and sexual repression. And guys, if you want to go on this journey with me, there will be some tough battles that we'll have to fight with courage. Once you have this trust and the accompanying courage from your actors, then there's nothing left to discuss but just the pure sort of functionality of what you're doing. Because also what is important to understand is, Nayar, ki they are not sex scenes for us. None of the sex scenes in the film is actually a sex scene for either me or the actors or anyone on the crew. If they were sex scenes, we would not have made this film. They are scenes about human frailty, about human desire, the difficulty of expressing that, right? And so the sex scenes are like any other business. उसमें sex हो रहा है, किसी scene में कोई कुछ खा रहा है, या कोई उठा के ला रहा है या पानी पी रहा है या इट्स लाइक दैट. Your gaze, if you want to look at them as a sex scene, that's your problem. देखो फिर. As I said, then you're really not ready to face yourself. आप नहीं हो ready उस area में जाने के लिए, which is fine. Not everybody needs to be ready for everything at the same point. So I'm cool with that. But they were not sex scenes for us. We were each scene, the way we choreographed it, the right down to why is an actor taking a certain sexual position, a character, as opposed to the other character. Everything was talked about in the context of desire, in the context of transaction, in the context of power, in the context of survival. We were not talking about doing a sex scene ever.
What's the most surprising comment you've received from friends and family?
Friends and family. Surprising? It doesn't surprise me anymore.
आपको आदत पड़ गई है.
I mean, so no comment is surprising, I think, but yeah, you do get, do get still spoken at by your mother, for example, who says, why? Like, relax. Relax. Her concern as a mother, even though वो जब जवान थे और वो जब काम कर रहे थे, तो वो उतने ऐसा ही पंगे वाला काम कर रहे थे खुद. But I think the mother in her eventually comes out and she says, but listen, just relax, बना लो एक commercial picture या, so yeah, that is all. उसी के variations family में इधर उधर extend करते हैं, मिलते हैं. But surprise तो नहीं है वो तो बहुत सालों से सुनता आ रहा हूँ.
मतलब I can totally see why she would say, you should tell her friends, hey, you should watch Agra. He's made it, because the baggage it carries for a mother to say that. But आप ये नहीं करोगे तो कौन करेगा? मतलब what I was thinking about when I was watching the movie is like, when I grow older, when I am 60,
Yeah.
and I am sitting with my kids, and they ask me, Papa, what was the great art of your time? मैं क्या बोलूँगा उनको? मैं रील स्क्रॉल कर रहा था, वो मीम बड़ा अच्छा आया था. It's like I should be able to have something that captures my time. My time where whatever set of space issues, क्या कहते हैं, अपनी जो एक mental health के issues थे, या हमारा जो एक अजीब सा एक parasocial relationship होता है, sexting या फिर online, like Instagram is like softcore porn, where you could be someone in a tier 3 city with zero access to that kind of a girl, right? But you're seeing all these women and you're getting all this kind of desire, and it's building up, pent up, हो रहा है. So what will I tell my kids? कि, like, ऐसे ही बस memes वगैरह आए, हम चले गए.
Yeah.
Because I feel like everything follows the formula, everything follows the algorithm. I mean, I think with filmmakers, they're still trying to stick out their neck. Content creators, right? It's even worse, where like जिस पे views आते हैं वो बनाओ. So it's like our class of creators learns from what films do and do it worse. So we have nothing redeeming. There is no piece of art that we can say कि यार हमने ये देखा था इस साल में, और वो एक आइकॉनिक चीज थी जिसको हम याद करते हैं कि हमारे एरा की थी.
जी.
Everything in my era that I know of is from 2000s.
Right.
But how is that possible? It's like nothing has the staying power anymore because no one wants to take the risks. Everyone wants the easy money. Everyone is willing to be liked by all, right? Like lauded by all. Ki bada acha hai. It allows you to elevate your status amongst your peers, right?
Yeah.
And when you do that, you get watered down crap. And then they say कि अब साउथ की पिक्चर ही चलेंगी, यहाँ तो ये पिक्चर नहीं चलती, right?
Yeah.
What have you put on the table to make this?
As in?
As in, like, what have you put in everything you've done in your life? आपने अपना सब कुछ लगा दिया है इसके अंदर.
फिर सब कुछ ही लगाया है, but honestly यार, when I'm also I feel it's a bit crass to play on that for myself. मैंने सब कुछ लगाया है, but किसी ने नहीं बोला था मुझे लगाने के.
खुद ही.
मेरी मर्जी है तो मैंने लगाया है. It's not a badge that I want to wear.
Sure.
कि मैंने बहुत कुछ लगा दिया. It's normal. बहुत फिल्म मेकर मेरे से पहले आए हैं जो सब कुछ लगा के गए हैं. कॉपला ने जब अपोकलिप्स नाउ बनाई थी, तो वो पूरी उसने तो अपना घर बेच दिया था, सब कुछ बेच दिया था. और तब भी जो रिलीज हुआ वो उसका कट नहीं था. वो 9-10 साल बाद अपोकलिप्स नाउ रिडक्स आई. द स्टूडियो डिडंट लेट हिम show what he intended, right? Apocalypse Now Redux came much later. So I guess without going into a tangential rant
No,
about
please.
world cinema, I'm just saying it's fine. A lot of people have done that before me. As I said, I'm the one who's in love now. So it's my job to be, take what comes with that love. So you are trying to do the best, be the most honest with your own passion and your own love. And उसमें जो लगता है फिर लगता है. I mean, you can't. It's like a baby, na. You are having a baby now just because that baby is 7 months, 8 months, and it's getting more painful. You can't let the baby go. The baby has to come out, and you will not stop till the baby comes out. It's kind of like that.
When I spoke to you last time and I knew you were making a film like this and I'd watched Binnu Ka Sapna, I was like, fuck, ये क्या देख लिया मैंने? And मैं बोल रहा हूँ ये क्या देख लिया मैंने, लेकिन मैं अब गंदी बात बोलने वाला हूँ तो मुझे एक्सक्यूज करना. मैं भी एक क्रॉनिक मुट्ठल था, स्वेयर टू गॉड. मेरे बहुत सारे दोस्त आज भी, शादी करने के बाद भी, इट्स जस्ट समथिंग अबाउट द वे इंडियन मैन रिलीव देमसेल्व्स. और हर एक मुट्ठल का ये होता है कि if he does not acquire the means to learn how to talk to girls, to learn how to be intimate, to get a girlfriend, the girl becomes so far from him in his mind, and he's just perpetually in this secret space, like you said, where he exists perpetually in the fantasy. And अगर वो आप अपने लिए नहीं कर पाते ना, it can lead you to become very antisocial and very dangerous. एंड लोग डरते हैं इस चीज से, बट नो वन एवर टॉक्स अबाउट कि क्या करें, कैसे सॉल्व करें इसको. क्यों नहीं सिखाते स्कूल के अंदर कि ये लड़की ये लड़का है, ऐसे बात करनी होती है. क्यों इतना सेपरेट करते हैं, लड़का लड़की अलग रहो, ये करो वो करो. एंड व्हेन आई वॉच बिन्नू का सपना, आई स्वेयर टू गॉड, द वे ही लुक्स एट वुमेन, द वे गुरु लुक्स एट वुमेन व्हेन ही इज नॉट एबल टू गेट द सेक्स, जिस तरह से वो लेच करता है, इट्स लाइक दैट. it still somehow offered me relief कि there is a license to lech. क्योंकि एक जो वो चीज होती है ना देखने की कि मुझे वो चाहिए, वो कोई बात ही नहीं करता है. It's this flowery thing where things magically happen. Then this person has incredibly low self-esteem when they don't even feel उन्हें लगता भी नहीं it's possible for them. Only it's possible for them when they're fapping, when they're masturbating, तभी मुमकिन है. Otherwise तो possible ही नहीं है. पूरी सोसाइटी उसको दबा रही है.
सॉरी टू इंटरप्ट, बट मैं इसीलिए बोल रहा था ना पावर, बिकॉज दैट मोमेंट वे जब कोई नहीं है और आप अपनी फैंटेसी में हो, रियली इट्स अबाउट बीइंग फीलिंग पावरफुल इन द मोमेंट टू अक्वायर दैट वुमन इन योर फैंटेसी. That's why I was talking about the power, because this is also connected, and that's why the negotiation, na, when I'm in the film, that whole last act of going and negotiating for that house, it's tied into our economics. जब आप अपने जीवन में पावरलेस फील करोगे, ये पावरलेसनेस कहाँ, ये सब कुछ भी तो मिला हुआ है ना बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स तरह से. It's not just sex, is not just sex. It's not just an urge. It is also mixed, as you are saying, with low confidence, with powerlessness, with survival, with feeling, with lack of education. All of these things are playing together. They are contributing to this vortex. So it's no use doing a piece just on sexuality, which is what I realized. That's why I played with what I've played with in the film, because I wanted it to be a document of our times. कि 10-15 साल बाद कोई देख रहा है तो बोले, ओ अच्छा ऐसा होता था 2025 में, 22 में, 24, 23, 22 में ऐसी होती थी लाइफ. सिर्फ मुट्ठल की बात नहीं है ये, बात ये कि यार क्या हो रहा है, किन टाइम, टाइम क्या है, स्पेस क्या है, किस स्पेस में ये लोग अपने आप को पा रहे हैं इनहैबिट करते हुए, क्या रिदम है इनकी लाइफ का. एक्चुअली पिक्चर तो वहां एग्जिस्ट करती है. द स्टोरी, द डायलॉग, अनफॉर्चुनेट है ये भी, हमारे पॉपुलर कल्चर में फिल्मों का अंडरस्टैंडिंग इतना बास्टर्डाइज हो चुका है कि लोगों को लगता है कहानी अच्छी नहीं है या कैरेक्टर ऐसा है. मतलब मैक्सिमम ये है कि अरे कबीर सिंह क्यों चल गई, बिकॉज कबीर सिंह तो ऐसा है या वैसा है, या एनिमल में हे भगवान एनिमल कितनी प्रॉब्लमैटिक है या कितनी गंदी है, बिकॉज वो तो देखो कैरेक्टर कैसा है, राइट. सो नाउ अ लॉट ऑफ, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, I have some problems with Animal, but I also admire Animal in a certain way, because I feel like there has to be a distinction between a fucked up character and a fucked up film. Now, when I watch Animal, I don't see the director anywhere condoning what the character is doing. Yes, there might be a little bit of titillation in the film because it's a more commercial idiom. The attempt is to reach more people. So sometimes it is being shot in a kind of way, a particular style, which a Tarantino would also do, right?
Of course.
So it's shot in a certain style, maybe for reach. I might have disagreement with that, but at nowhere, at no place is the character being condoned by the director. He is not saying, वो ultimately ये बोल रहा है भाई ये हो गए तो तेरा ये असर होगा, इधर ही जाएगा तू, टू द एक्सटेंट की लास्ट में उस आदमी का दिल भी अपना दिल नहीं है, दिल भी रिप्लेस हो गया. इससे ज्यादा आप क्या पॉपुलर मेटाफर में बोलोगे कि मैं आपको बता रहा हूं कि ये हो गए तो ये होगा, राइट? So there is this problem that our audience, again, this is happening because the atmosphere is dumbed down at large. Because dialectic ही नहीं है, conversation ही नहीं है, बात ही नहीं कर सकते. आपको या तो इधर पोजीशन लेनी है या इधर पोजीशन लेनी है. एनिमल या तो अच्छी है या बुरी है, या कबीर सिंह अच्छी है या बुरी है. We used to be a culture which used to pride itself on its nuance. हम ये भी बात कर लेते थे, वो भी, और सेंटर में पोजीशन ले लेते थे और बोलते थे मेरा ओपिनियन ये है, ये अच्छा है, ये बुरा है, एंड मैं यहां हूं. आज कौन है सेंटर में? कोई नहीं है. यू हैव टू टेक अ पोजीशन, राइट? So this is also a calculated thing that's happening in our society, in our culture now, where we are being drip fed and drip addicted to taking positions and rejecting nuance. There is much more nuance between this whole deal, right? So this whole atmosphere that's building की story अच्छी नहीं है या character ऐसा है. पिक्चरें ना तो स्टोरी के बारे में होती है ना कैरेक्टर के बारे में होती है. एक्चुअली द फिल्म्स दैट वी रियली रिमेंबर एंड रियली कनेक्ट टू, यू थिंक अबाउट एनी फिल्म, कमर्शियल से कमर्शियल, any film that works because of the time and space, because films are essentially memories, right? And our memories are composed, our memories are never a still photograph. Our memories have movement, right? And our memories have context. You will never see a memory with yourself in a black background, black hole. There'll always be a space. Your memory will be in a space and it will be moving. So your memories are your first films that you have. So memories are formed in time and space, and hence what we connect with, the feeling might be the top layer. The feeling is the device that filmmakers use कि ये फील करो, बट वो फीलिंग के थ्रू आपको कहीं ले जाना चाहते हैं. और जब वो टाइम और स्पेस खुल जाता है, मान लो आपने किसी फिल्म में देखा, फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिल चाहता है की बात करते हैं, क्या आपने देखा कि आमिर खान ने उसको थप्पड़ मारा, राइट? अपने दोस्त को थप्पड़ मारा. तो वो जब आप उस सीन के बारे में सोचते हो, आप थोड़ी ना ये सोचते हो दिल चाहता है कि कहानी क्या थी या ये कैरेक्टर कौन है. आपको याद क्या रहता है? यार वो रात में शूट हुआ सीन था, हेडलाइट जल रही थी, कोई लाइट नहीं है, पीछे घर में लाइट जल रही है और इन दोनों के ऊपर सिर्फ कार की हेडलाइट पड़ रही है, वो हाफ लिट फेसेस है. ये मैं डिस्क्राइब कर रहा हूं, बट आई एम श्योर द मोमेंट पीपल गो बैक टू दैट मोमेंट, व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू स्ट्रेस इज द वर्ड्स डोंट मैटर, द पीपल डोंट मैटर. It's almost like a memory that you carry from those moments, and this happens. So this whole idea, this whole understanding is also a lower, poorer level of understanding of cinema and you know, life around us. It's a very survival based understanding, ये story और character कि इधर ही इन्हीं levels पे Maslow's जो need hierarchy है, नीचे ही लोगों को खिलाते हैं हम.
Well, I think it's also because people want to speak in a language so that they sound smart when they talk about films. मैं तो कोई ऐसा फिल्मोफाइल नहीं हूँ. I can also just choose to exist with the unarticulated part of the film, and that's why I will just say कि यार मुझे बहुत बढ़िया लगी, आप जाके जरूर देखो. मैं तो इस तरह का एक एम्फेसिस बोल सकता हूँ.
Sure.
Because जैसे ही मैं लैंग्वेज में आऊंगा, it is not my job. This is what I feel.
नहीं, मैं इसीलिए मेरे को ये लगता है जरूरी है इस बारे में बात करना, ये कॉन्वर्सेशन दोबारा स्टार्ट करना सिंपल शब्दों में. हाँ. मैं इसको कॉम्प्लेक्सिफाई या ऐसा नहीं, कोई बहुत बड़ी इसमें थ्योरी है. सिंपल है, कहानी और कैरेक्टर एक्चुअली डिवाइस होता है, वो फिल्म नहीं होती. आपको जो भी फिल्म में ऑडियंस को बोलना चाहता हो, जो भी फिल्म पसंद आई हो, वो इसलिए नहीं पसंद आती कि उसकी कहानी अच्छी है या एडिटिंग अच्छी है या कैमरा खराब है या कुछ ऐसा. ये सब चीजें, इट्स लाइक सेइंग कि मेरे को पेंटिंग कोई पसंद आ रही है क्योंकि ना ब्रश बड़े अच्छे हैं या कलर बड़े अच्छे हैं. पेंटिंग अलग होती है, ब्रश और कलर अलग, दीज आर जस्ट डिवाइसेस. What is painted is more a memory that we have. It's a time and space experience. तो सिंपल से सिंपल फिल्मों की बात कर रहा हूं मैं, कोई आर्ट हाउस सिनेमा या कुछ हाई ब्राउ बात नहीं कर रहा हूं. हर सिंपल फिल्म एक्चुअली इसी से बनी होती है. और जो सिंपलेस्ट मोस्ट कमर्शियल फिल्म मेकर्स होते हैं, उनको इस बात की समझ होती है कि इसीलिए अब इसका सबसे पुअर लेवल अंडरस्टैंडिंग क्या है, स्लो मो शॉट्स, राइट? दैट इज एन एक्सपेंशन ऑफ टाइम. It's an expansion of a moment. Now, commercial filmmakers understand this in that sort of a way. They will use slow-mo loosely, kahin par bhi, because it's a moment. It's a memory. You have expanded time. It's a simple way of understanding it. It's the lowest hanging fruit, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, they say of The Sopranos that it looks like and it sounds like it sounds like because it doesn't have any soundtrack. It's not trying to glamorize the end of the mafia era.
Yeah.
When you talk about memories, I can just think about Rock On. क्योंकि मैं जब रॉक ऑन आई थी इंडिया में फरहान अख्तर की, तो मैं रॉक बैंड में जाने की कोशिश कर रहा था. और उसने मेरे को वो कर दिया कि तू क्या कहते हैं, फूक और रॉक सुन और यही जिंदगी और हम कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. एंड दैट स्पिरिट सो मैं 97 में पैदा हुआ, तो मैं 97 और 96 और 95 के लोगों के साथ जब बैठता हूँ और इसके गाने आते हैं, एनी अदर सॉन्ग, हाँ, इसके गाने जब आते हैं सारे बिकॉज इट्स दैट कलेक्टिव मेमोरी ऑफ एक नया अर्बन इंडियन सोच रहा था कि हम कुछ एक ऑल्टरनेट चीज भी कर सकते हैं, बदमाशी भी कर सकते हैं. ऐसी
सब कुछ जो तुमने बोला एक्चुअली मैं ऊपर से निकल गया मेरे, पता क्यों? क्योंकि तुमने बोला उससे पहले कि मैं 97 में पैदा हुआ था. Suddenly I felt really old. I was like,
hey Bhagwan, that's why I never mention it. But I'm sure you must have a similar film, like हर इंसान की वो होती है, मतलब एक ऐसी पिक्चर जो आपको अपनी कमिंग ऑफ एज पिक्चरें और गाने सबसे ज्यादा याद रहते हैं.
Absolutely.
क्योंकि आपके रोंगटे खड़े हो जाते हैं जब आप उसको ऐसा, अरे ये वो वाला गाना. लाइक फॉर मी इट वाज, हम अमेरिकन टीनेजर्स को देख रहे हैं 1976 की रिचर्ड लिंकलेटर की पिक्चर में, वो डेज एंड कंफ्यूज्ड, क्योंकि लेड ज़ेपलिन के गाने सुने हुए थे और वो वहाँ पे गाड़ी चलाते हैं, मौज करते हैं. हाई स्कूल में हम पे इतना नहीं है सामान सौदा उस टाइम पे करने का, बट हम भी इनैक्ट कर रहे हैं, लाइक हमारे साथ भी कुछ समथिंग ग्रेट शुड हैपन टू अस. एंड if I think about what are some other scenes that I remember, I can't, because it's just too much. I'm bombarded by so much media that nothing stays.
Yeah.
Which then reminds me कि भाई अब where can people go watch this film?
It's out in theaters now.
Major cities?
Yeah. On paper, it's in 10 or 12 cities.
Okay.
But very few screens. We are still fighting.
Okay.
We are still fighting for more screens and our right to for people to be able to see this film. तो हाँ, आप बुक माई शो पे जाइए और देखिए कहाँ अवेलेबल है. अगर आपके शहर में अवेलेबल है तो प्लीज देखिए, प्लीज चेक आउट द फिल्म.
मैं अपनी ऑडियंस से अपील करना चाहता हूँ, मैंने इनकी इसके पहले की सारी पिक्चरें देख रखी हैं डिस्पैच के अलावा. मैं ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि you were very kind enough to come on my podcast when podcast was a very new thing in India, and it was one of the conversations that moved me because no one else was talking about this, and I've been fascinated with this. I've hosted numerous Pawn Stars, all kinds of people on the podcast to understand what sexuality looks like. I'm fascinated by it. I feel like India mein, whenever we talk about it, it's often in a very gate-kept way where it's this rich queer person talking about it, but it's never talked about in an overall macro way. I would say कि आप सब लोग प्लीज जाके पिक्चर देखे, 500 रुपए का कम जोमेटो खा लो और जाके टिकट देख लो. प्लीज गो वॉच द फिल्म, राइट? आई थिंक बाय द टाइम वी रिलीज इट, which is tomorrow, there's going to be another week and a half, or maybe 2 weeks when it's on. So drop everything, go watch Agra. Is it releasing in Agra?
No, it's not.
No, it's not releasing in Agra. It has nothing to do with the Taj Mahal also, but yeah, thank you for your time. And before you leave, is there anything that you would like to say, perhaps?
Yeah, I would probably just like to end with saying that it's a film that has taken a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of care. It is made for you, the audiences, with a very sincere, honest, heartfelt effort. And it is made because we all who've made the film, who've contributed to the film, genuinely want to talk to you and have a conversation with you. हम सिर्फ आके आपको कुछ दिखा के भाग नहीं जाना चाहते. यहाँ से कुछ एक बहुत इम्पॉर्टेंट बात शुरू हो सकती है फिल्म के लिए, और शायद ऑन अ लार्जर लेवल हम सबकी लाइव्स के लिए। तो मैं ये चाहूँगा, मुझे मालूम है आप सबकी लाइव्स बहुत बिजी हैं, बहुत कुछ चल रहा है, बहुत सारे काम हैं, और शायद फिल्म कंफर्टेबल जगहों पे भी नहीं लगी होगी, शायद 1 घंटा दूर लगी होगी। बट अगर आप कुछ वक्त निकाल सकते हैं और थोड़ा मूड में हैं अपने आप से मिलने के लिए, तो प्लीज़ जाइए और ये फिल्म देखिए।
Awesome. Thank you for your time, Kanu, and thank you for coming all the way. I know you're in the middle of doing too many things to get this off the ground, but I really appreciate the opportunity कि आपने आप यहाँ आए और आपने बात करी मेरे से. And I've said this before, your films have been hyper realistic and they've represented selfishly my world. This is a world I understand. It's a North Indian world. मैंने भी dysfunctional परिवार देखे हैं और your characters, they मतलब वो कोई कसर नहीं छोड़ते and they go till the end, and I hope it is able to get the response that it deserves. Thank you so much.
Thanks, yeah. Thank you for having me.